Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
I know exactly what everyone's most curious about, so let's get that out of the way first. The Ultra is powered by the Kirin 9DAO10S, and it supports 5A network speed. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Now let's unbox the Huawei Nova 15 Ultra and take a closer look at what's inside. All right, first up, there's a transparent hard protective case included. Nice. Take a look at this camera module. It looks very familiar, right? And wow, Huawei is being really generous here because you also get a 100-watt USB-C charging brick. It's surprisingly small and compact. Now, about the color I chose. You can actually see it clearly even from the frame. This green is super eye-catching, officially called Vibrant Green, and it's definitely a high saturation shade. Paired with that camera module, it makes the phone instantly recognizable. Looking at the details on the back, it almost looks like vertical stripes, and near the bottom you'll see both the Nova logo and the Huawei branding. But when you touch it, the back panel is actually flat and made from a special material, while the horizontal camera module on top has a glossy finish. On the left side of that camera bar, there are 3 lenses. At the top is a 50 megapixel ultra-wide lens. Below it on the left is a 50 megapixel RYYB variable aperture main camera. And on the bottom right is a 3.7x periscope telephoto lens. Each of these lenses protrudes by roughly the same amount. On the right side of the camera bar, there's a black circular area that sits flush with the module. It doesn't stick out at all. This area houses the multifocal adaptive flash, the original red light lens, and the anti-flicker sensor underneath. What's especially important is that the Nova 15 Ultra also brings the original red light lens to the front camera. It's positioned on the left, while the right side features a 50 megapixel selfie camera. And the difference this makes is huge. With the red light lens, color reproduction is much more accurate. Without it, colors can easily look off, and the contrast is very noticeable. Another big change with this generation is the flat display and the right-angled frame design. The Nova 15 Ultra uses a high-gloss aluminum alloy frame, and my unit matches the same green color as the back. As for the bezels on the front, just look at them. Clean, slim, and very well done. Here's the previous generation Ultra for comparison. One of the most obvious changes is the screen ratio. The Nova 15 Ultra is wider horizontally, which makes the whole phone feel broader. This actually improves the experience when watching videos or browsing content, both in landscape and portrait. I honestly think this might be a new trend. Future Huawei phones could continue moving toward this wider design language, and when you hold it in your hand, you can really feel how thin it is. Even with the factory screen protector applied, the thickness is just 6.8 millimeters, which is 1 millimeter thinner than the previous generation. The battery has also been upgraded to 6,500 milliamp hours, up from 5,500 milliamp hours before. Despite the larger battery, the phone weighs only 209 grams. That means it's thinner, packs a bigger battery, and is just 5 grams heavier than the last generation. Personally, I think an extra 5 grams is totally acceptable, and for a phone just over 200 grams, it feels impressively light. Overall, this Nova 15 Ultra feels truly refined and well-crafted. By the way, this generation also introduces a brand new feature called AI color transfer. What does that mean in real use? Let me explain. I saw a photo on Xiaohongshu with a filter that I really liked, so I saved it. Then I took my own photo in a similar style. In the album, I opened the AI photo editing app and used the color transfer feature. I selected the saved photo as a reference, and just like that, the color style was transferred. You can even adjust the intensity using the slider at the bottom. There's also a newly launched feature called Dynamic Poster, or Business Card. If you open your Huawei account and tap on your profile picture, you'll see official featured avatars. You can also upload your own photos or videos. Using the Xiaoyi AI avatar creation tool, there are plenty of templates to choose from. I picked one featuring a child, uploaded a photo of my wife, and about 2 minutes later, the AI-generated avatar was ready. Honestly, it looks surprisingly similar. Even though it's called Nova, it still carries on the core strengths of the Nova series. Along with Beidou and Tiantong dual satellite communication, the Nova 15 Ultra also supports seamless offline communication. That means even without a network connection, you can still make calls and send messages. This really makes you say, wow, this is Nova. So those are my first impressions of the Huawei Nova 15 Ultra. I'll be sharing more detailed experiences and deeper insights in a future in-depth video. So stay tuned.